What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How you been?
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, well, it's been a week.
Well, it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, that's right.
Yes. Welcome to SumYungGuys podcast,
Yes.
where we try and solve the world's problems in about an hour, 2 hours.
Welcome back.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, I'm Lee Mack.
I'm Carlos.
Welcome to SumYungGuys.
And let's start saving the world.
Yeah. So I was gone for all of last weekend. I was in Florida for our boy Adam. He was on the podcast, our first guest. Well, no, he's our second guest, but our first guest on video. And yeah, so Adam, his mom was getting married, so I went to Florida for that. And it was a really good time. I got the bartender's phone number.
Oh,
She was
shit.
hella cute.
You got the bartender's phone number?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Susie.
Run around, Stu. No, I'm just playing. Good for you. Yeah, she's a little baddie.
Thanks. Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Oh, yeah, dude.
She's 32.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm 24. I was like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
she did not look 32. I would have guessed probably 26. Yeah, she was fine, gorgeous.
I wish I looked like...
Probably Colombian, if I had to guess.
All right, I'm a little jealous now.
I would be jealous of myself.
Shit, bro.
Yeah,
Clean
she's
the
pretty
chicks
cute.
are...
Yeah.
My lady's in the next room, so I'm not going to say anything. But you know what I mean. Where's doggo? By the way, I got a new dog, too, within these 2 weeks. That's so fucking crazy. A lot has happened.
Yeah.
I got an English bulldog. Love him to death. His name is Arthur.
He's pretty cute.
He is really cute. He's a little brat, though. He knows what he's doing. Sometimes I feel like it's like a skinwalker. Or what is that called?
A skinwalker.
Skinwalker, yeah, bro. Because there's times where I yell at him or something, and then like he gives me attitude. Like he knows what he's doing. Like he looks away or gives me like the side eye.
Yeah, animals have personality.
Oh, I know they do, but this
crazy.
one's a little too sus. Like this one time, we went outside to for him to go use the restroom, and it was freezing, obviously, because right now it's like snowing and shit. And I'm like, well, come on, like, buddy. I was trying to pull the leash, and I'm like, come on, like, so you can go to the restroom. And as soon as I removed the leash, because I was like, maybe he's making him uncomfortable, and he's still not really used to it. He's only like 5 months, and he literally looks at me, and then like gets up, looks at me again, and then runs up the stairs again. And I'm like, this motherfucker, like, he just runs back into the apartment. I was like, bro, are you serious? Like, I don't know, but he's getting better. I'm surprised
That's
how smart
good.
he is. But other than that, I mean, I'm in school for the medic thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going pretty good.
Nice.
A little challenging, but it's going good. And then I'm just excited that you went to Florida. I've never been there, and that seems so cool.
That was my first time going to Florida. It was beautiful. It's crazy. It's November right now, and yeah, today is November 20th, and we were there from the 11th to the 14th. The morning of the 14th is when my flight left.
Mm-hmm.
So got there on the 11th. I was there from basically Friday morning to Monday morning.
Friday morning. Okay.
And it was a good time. It was
Yeah.
really so Friday we got there, and it was a little overcast, and this was in Tampa, by the way. A little overcast. It started raining a little bit when we got to our hotel room at Madeira Beach. It wasn't a hotel, it was an Airbnb. Really nice Airbnb, bro. Adam, first off, Adam shits a lot. He used all of the toilet paper in the entire Airbnb. We have a picture of, you know, those brown paper towels that you find in like the cafeteria or the student bathroom,
The Wingstop.
like those brown paper towels for your hands.
Construction paper one?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
We have a picture of one of those rolls on the toilet paper holder because Adam used all of the toilet paper. Bro, we were making so many jokes about like, bro, do you like he fucking when he goes to wipe once, he just on the whole ass roll. Be in the next room. for one wipe.
Bro, just start going. Bro, use this whole arm, bro.
Just like. Bro
said,
using that stuff, he no longer has an asshole.
Okay.
I don't believe that he has an asshole anymore. She just rubbed off.
that shit's fucking cheese grater.
He flushed his ass down the toilet. That's where it's
What
been.
ass, bro? Motherfucker never had an ass.
That's what happened. He never had an ass. He just shits too much and wipes it off.
Bro was trying to wipe his stomach, bro. He probably shits like, you know when you shit and you wipe and you wipe and you wipe and you wipe, it's like, holy shit, is there a fucking marker back there?
Yes.
Like,
that's
like him
Adam.
all the
That's
time.
Adam. Oh my God.
That was fucking hilarious.
Hilarious,
Wow.
man.
Okay, so now that we're in that topic,
Okay.
the other day my lady and I had an argument. Fuck, I'm crying. Do you wipe sitting down or standing up?
So for the most part, sitting down. However, if I stand up and it feels like, maybe not, like if it just feels moist, but I didn't see anything on the toilet paper, then I'll wipe standing up.
That's wild, bro. You
Why?
know, I never
Do
knew
you
that was
only wipe standing up?
Yes, bro. I never knew that was a
That
thing.
is fascinating.
Like I never knew like people like stay sitting down and wipe. Like that's weird shit.
Bro.
Like how are you supposed to get in there and shit?
Okay, so first off,
do you wipe like under like here or like back here?
either I do both.
Oh,
Basically,
man,
I'll
that's
switch
so
off to
fucking
make
weird.
it like.
I can't do that, bro. My lady's like, okay, so in your relationship, you get comfortable, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We started talking about that shit, and then this one time she kind of like went into the bathroom on accident when I was taking a shit. And I was wiping, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Bro,
I'm just imagining
I'm just like-
a naked Carlos,
I'm just like,
butt ass naked, shirt off, pants off, everything.
right leg on the tub. I'm like, what do you mean, babe? I'm like, you don't wipe like this?
Have you seen Reddit green text or no 4chan green text?
No.
Okay, so basically 4chan is just a message board. I'm sure some of you guys might know about it, but 4chan is just a message board. It's kind of like Twitter almost, but different. You go to different sections, forums and stuff where people can comment whatever they want on a main topic, kind of like Reddit also, very similar to Reddit. But anyways, there's this 4chan green text that I read where this girl was, I think it was a girl, I can't remember, might have been a guy. But they were talking about how their dad or someone taught them to wipe, or when they were learning how to poop in general, basically what they learned was that they wrapped their hand in the toilet paper and catch it.
Hey, bro. He's just squatting on top of the toilet, just standing like an empire.
And just catch it. And everyone looked at them like, are you insane?
I could just imagine that shit, bro. That's fucking wild.
But like, people don't talk. It's a very private subject.
It is a very
You don't
private
really
subject.
talk about wiping to people all that much. Unless you're Adam and the quantity comes into question to the point that you actually need to have a sit down chat and be like, bro, are you wiping appropriately?
That's what happens when you have absence.
Because we go through.
I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking.
We go through so much toilet paper.
That's why I stand up and wipe. Yeah, but we do. That's probably why like he was one of those people that was fighting for toilet paper.
You know, I honestly would not be surprised at the beginning of COVID. That would
I need it more than you.
Yeah, right.
No. I was gonna say I remember I had this. I was dating this one girl, and then she told me that her dad kind of taught her. She sat like her brothers, like her 2 older brothers, and then her down on a sofa, and then literally pulled out and demonstrated how much toilet paper to use to wipe. Like, this is what you need, like folded. This is amount for this much, and this is how much this much. Like for like different. Like I was like, you motherfuckers had PowerPoint for that shit.
How many sheets do you use per wipe?
Well,
it also depends on, of course, the quality of the toilet paper. If you got like 1 or 2 ply, you're using a lot more toilet paper.
damn, bro, big words for toilet paper?
What?
I just see like tissue paper. That's it. Like, you said 2-ply?
2 ply. Like there's 2 sheets.
Sorry, I'm over here thinking something
English
else.
isn't his first language.
It's not. I wasn't that like I took that. You know how you take those exams and then you're like, all right, buddy, you're gonna
Hooked
be in
on
this.
phonics?
No, like in school, they push you to take a test, and they're like, all right, motherfucker, like you're straight bean. You don't know any English at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, okay. But never mind. So, well, so you say you kind of like fold it and shit?
So, not really.
Okay, me neither.
I use like 3 sheets
That's
per wipe. But we also get really good toilet paper, so you don't have the danger of your finger just breaking through.
right.
If you get good toilet paper, you don't need to use much per wipe.
Oh, I got some good shit.
Yeah, or you could use wet wipes. Wet wipes are actually
Oh, wet
better.
wipes are clutch. Yeah, I used to hate them because it used to leave your ass wet. So I used to like think I was so shitty.
You use 1 wet wipe and you can fold it over, and then at the end to dry off, you use regular toilet paper.
That's what I started doing. Kind of science.
We're getting real personal with this episode, apparently. You're welcome, guys.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
Brought to you by Adam, the ass wiper.
Adam the ass wiper.
No, I'm just playing.
We love you, Adam.
We love you. We do. We got to have you back.
Such
on
a good
here.
guy. He's just a beautiful soul.
He is a beautiful soul. We're supposed to take our dogs to the dog park now since I have a dog. It's been a while for me, so we'll see how it goes. Got him a little jacket. I wish I could show you, but I feel like if I pick him up, he'll pee. He's still new. He still needs to control his bladder. But no, I don't wipe with three little thingies. I just fucking same thing like Adam. Like I feel it, dude.
Okay.
I got an ass, bro. I got a fat ass, so I gotta wipe that
That's
shit.
understandable. I mean, yeah.
Like I used
Got
to
to do what you got to do.
like I used to make fun of my dad when I was younger, like when I was like 5th grade, 6th grade, because like this motherfucker was skinny, and then like a top bit like this came up too, and like I mean this guy is skinny as fuck, like thin, and I'm like, and he's all talking shit about me, like saying like, oh yeah, like you use all this fucking roll, blah blah, like use half the fucking roll. I was like, well. Fuck are you, like, why the fuck are you complaining? You only use like 1 or 2 sheets. And then fuck, dude, my little brother was laughing his ass off. My mom was laughing her ass off. Yeah, he didn't like that, but
Yeah, dads don't typically like to get roasted by their kids.
they don't. That's why I left.
Were you guys just roasting on him the whole time?
Pretty much.
Well, he was a pussy then. Because if he wasn't a
Just
pussy,
kidding.
he would have
Just
just...
No,
That's why he left.
he's cool. He's a cool guy.
He's cool? Okay, good. Sorry to disrespect you.
He's chill. He's chill. He's chill.
Good. That's good.
I don't have any issues with him.
Sounds like you might.
No.
Okay. You sure?
We're all chilling.
Doesn't sound very confident.
I don't like having problems with anyone. That's
true.
You know,
That's
just-
true. Same here.
if you don't like me or something, or you have an issue with me, that's your fault.
Yeah, basically. Like, I'm cool. We're chilling. So,
And if there is an issue, let's resolve it.
yeah.
You know, like there's always that awkward phase though. Like you ever made okay. So you ever had those people that you didn't like at first, and then you really got to know them, and they became like your best freaking friends?
Not really.
No, like there's like 2 of my best friends are because there were like those people that I was like, oh, this guy's probably like an asshole or something. Like, oh, like fuck this guy or something. And then like I really got to know this person. I was like, damn, this guy's fucking cool. And then that was just me being judgmental as fuck. But
That's typically how it is.
and yeah, and I mean they were an asshole, but
In good ways. You can be an asshole and a good guy.
exactly, like we kind of related into a lot of things. I was like, holy shit, yeah, me too. Hey, leave that alone.
Andrew Tate's an asshole, but he's a great guy. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. But he's allowed to be an asshole
Yeah. Because we say it.
because he's top G.
He's top G. Exactly.
You can't. Mess
We have
with top
elected
G.
him to be the asshole to defeat all assholes. He outweighed Trump in Google searches.
Really?
He was number one Googled person
Damn.
in the world for like a month.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they canceled him because he was spitting facts.
And he's getting too famous really fast.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it's crazy. Did you see there was this interview, or not an interview, a speech Donald Trump gave where he was just exposing everything that everyone is doing,
No.
talking about, you know, how they use the system to make tons of money and, you know, have their proxy wars and stuff like that. Insane.
When did this happen?
I don't remember when this speech was. I saw a clip of it. I'm going to pull this clip out because it's a good segment where he's just kind of spitting facts. Let's see. Okay. I'll have to I saw it on iFunny.
Further drain the swamp. I will push for a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on members of Congress. It's time. It's time. And I will ask for a permanent ban on taxpayer funding of campaigns, a lifetime ban on lobbying by former members of Congress and cabinet members. You know, I see what they make. They leave the White House or they leave Congress and they're paid millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. No, you have to have a ban. We want a ban on members of Congress getting rich by trading stocks with insider information.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And many of our great members agree with that. They actually agree with that. And of course, we will do whatever it takes to bring back honesty, confidence, and trust in our elections. To eliminate cheating, I will immediately demand voter ID, same-day voting, and only paper ballots.
Yeah.
That's. I hope that was recent. I hope it wasn't like.
I'm pretty sure it was because he just recently announced that he was going to run for president again.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that apparently, so he apparently said some negative things about DeSantis because Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida.
Oh.
And DeSantis has basically been like the poster child of what conservatives want as a president for a while, and in really good ways. Like he's handled Florida, he handled COVID really well, he handled the hurricane really well. He's just done a really good job managing Florida, and so a lot of people were rooting for like a Trump DeSantis ticket because that would be crazy if DeSantis got to be vice president while Trump was president. And then, like, this is the dream scenario for conservatives right now. Trump presidency with DeSantis as vice president, and then DeSantis as president for 2 terms.
That'd be really good.
It would be. It would definitely help reverse a lot of the craziness that Democrats have started to push, especially with the green initiatives and things. Oh, he's peeing, and the dog is peeing. Got to rub his nose in it. No. Did he start? He didn't? Oh, thank God. He didn't actually pee.
No, he didn't pee.
Our boy is he's learning. He's a small. I mean, he's an English bulldog. He's not really that small for 5 months. That's a pretty hefty boy. Granted, I don't have any frame of reference for how big English bulldogs are supposed to be. He what? What'd you say? Oh, it was a clean. He dropped a nugget, a clean nugget that didn't stick to the floor. That's good.
I'm sorry, buddy. Fuck, dude, I should have taken him out. I got so caught up on
Studying. Dogs are a great responsibility. They are. That's why I don't have one yet.
That's why he's like smelling shit and like standing next to the door. Fuck, I feel bad now. Luckily, it fell on the fucking outside floor thing, so it didn't stick.
Oh, that's good.
Sorry, bud.
I could not. He's cute, but I myself could not get a dog like this.
Why not?
He just looks depressed. English bulldogs and bulldogs and, what are the ones that have flat faces?
Frenchies?
Yeah, Frenchies. They just look like life is pain. And I don't need any more reminders about how painful life is.
Why not? You all both can suffer together.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'd rather have a golden retriever or a black lab like Adam's dog that I'll come home and he'll be wagging his tail and just excited to see me. Or she. I'll get a boy or a girl dog. It doesn't matter, but yeah.
This one's perfect, though, like, because it's like my lady sleeps a lot. This dog sleeps a lot. So there's be times where I'll be coming home or, like, throughout the day when I'm studying. It'd be like I was living alone. I fucking swear. They're both snoring, like, either in the bedroom or, like, in the living room watching TV. And, like, they're, like, fighting snores. There's, like, dog snores. She snores. Dog snores. She snores. And I'm just, like, studying, and I just start laughing. I'm like, fuck, dude. That's, like, her spirit animal.
Nice. That's awesome. I mean, it's great because also the dog sleeping a lot is, like, labs and golden retrievers. Those are very high maintenance dogs. You definitely need to walk them a lot more and run and all of that. But
Absolutely.
Adam's dog is really chill. Coda's really chill.
Really?
He's really chill. But at the same time, it's kind of depressing because Coda doesn't get to run as much because Adam is in school and works as the ER tech. So he's not home most of his waking hours, or he's asleep. Like most of the time, if he's home, he's sleeping.
I see. Yeah, that is a little tough.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him too because it's like, fuck. I hope he's tried to pee now. I feel bad because it's like, same thing with me. I mean, not as busy as Adam because this guy goes like 3 times a week.
Yeah, no, he has 36-hour days every week.
And he works 2 days out of that week.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, I feel like the dog, doesn't get much time, but I know he takes care of him really good.
Yeah, he's very loved in our household. That's for sure.
The cool thing with this one is that it's not as, like, if I take him out to go play, he instantly, like, after 10 minutes of being out there or 5 minutes of being out there, he wants to come back inside and just go to sleep. I swear, I take him out to go pee or I take him out to go to, like, use the restroom, whatever, or, like, throw the ball, Well, I haven't done that, but basically, like, I kind of play with him, like, running around.
Is his mouth big enough to grab the ball?
The one I bought for him, no. I was hoping he could just, like, push it. He really likes the sofa. And
It's a nice sofa.
Don't
So
say
that's-
that. Don't say that. It's a nice sofa, but this guy, we put him up once, like the first day we got here.
You can't do that.
The reason why we did is because he was very shy, very, like, scared and timid. So we were like, all right, like, buddy, like, let's put you on our arms, kind of like, take care of you, letting you know that you're in a good home now. And now look at him.
Yeah.
He's just.
Yeah. See, what you did is you made the sofa the safe space.
I fucking did.
You did.
Don't look at me like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. He looks depressed. He's 5 months old, and he looks like he's going to tell you war stories, my guy.
He's like, why are you fucking all laughing at me?
Arthur is a perfect name. This dog.
What, bud?
Oh, now you look away.
Yeah, look at him. He's just.
Now you look away. He's got a great underbite.
You better not shit on the sofa.
His legs stuck. Okay, there we go.
God, bro.
This dog is fun to watch. I will give him that. I will give him that.
He's smarter than you think.
Oh, I believe
That's all
it.
I'm gonna say.
I believe it.
He's. He knows what he's doing.
Of course.
This is fucking Skinwalker.
It's probably not a skinwalker.
The lady was really nice, but there's a reason why this guy was being sold for $500. Yeah, they usually go for like 3,800.
Really?
Yes, 3,800 plus. English.
That's them
English,
purebreds.
yeah, English bulldogs are expensive. This one was $500 for some fucking reason, and now I'm starting to see why.
Where did you find him for $500?
So at work we have like, our job has their own website, and then like they have like their own internet type of thing, and then people can post like shit they want to sell to other people that work in the same job.
It's like their own social media site.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then it's like, like it was around my lady's birthday. So I was like, oh, she's been wanting a dog because she gets lonely when I'm at work. And I've been wanting a dog too, just so you can like kind of, have something around too, like, and for her mostly,
Yeah.
And then she wanted like this dog that looks like has like a big old mustache, like short.
Oh, is it not a dachshund? They
Something, I don't fucking know. But she already has 2 at home, like in her parents' house. Like those are family dogs. And I mean, they're all right, they're cool. But I was like, I don't fucking want a tiny dog. If I'm gonna get a tiny dog, it's gonna be like this fat ass dog that I have right now, this English bulldog, which I love. Like, he's chubby like me. I fuck with it. Oh, this motherfucker just.
So the Trump clip that I showed you, by the way,
Yeah.
is actually a different one that I meant to show you.
Oh,
I have another one.
There's
It's
more?
actually pretty good. It's a different speech, but it's also pretty good.
Show me.
Okay.
Show me.
I was gonna let you finish your story first.
Nah, fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Fuck these dogs. Just kidding.
When did Trump say this?
Joe Biden, Chuck Schumer, and crazy Nancy Pelosi are the sinister faces of this corrupt and lawless political establishment. They enrich their families in Ukraine, China, Russia, while they set violent criminals loose without charges while prosecuting their political opponents for fabricated crimes. They legalize mass robberies and cheer for BLM and Antifa rioters, ransacking our cities while they hold nonviolent protesters without trial, destroy their lives. They indoctrinate your children to hate their parents while calling you a hateful racist. They stick the FBI on mothers at school board meetings while they teach 4-year-olds to pick their own genders. Would you like to change your gender? And they say it's absolutely fine for a boy or man to participate in women's sports. I don't think so. They use big tech to censor you. They use the deep state to spy on you. They use the media to slander you. They use the legal system to persecute you. It is a persecution. All the while they claim as they are the ones defending democracy. They say they are the ones that are going to defend your democracy and your justice. It's a lot of bullshit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. No. Basically everything that I've been seeing is backed up. If you just look at the actual news media, so Nancy Pelosi and her husband have been doing a lot of insider trading. That's why they're so rich. They actually do better stock picks than Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett being probably the most well-known stock trader. Like, he is the guy that you would go to if you had to talk to anyone in the world alive today or prior about stocks. You would be willing to pay money to talk to Warren Buffett. Plenty of people are willing to pay money to talk to Warren Buffett. Like upwards of $50,000 for maybe an hour consultation.
Oh, wow.
I would not be surprised if he would charge that much. Like, he could charge that much. Because people like Tony Robbins and all these different speakers, they get paid that much to speak for an hour at a conference. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or a few hours at a conference. And Warren Buffett is I guess you could say the master of all traders. But yeah, so it's crazy that the Pelosi family, they're involved in that. Then there's, the fact that Epstein has tons of people that are left-leaning on his list. I've seen, so there's a flight log list of everyone that was on his plane. And I've seen a lot of the names on there, and most of them are Democrat. Most of them are like the politicians, at least. Most of them are Democrat. There's definitely some conservatives in there. Conservatives are not saints by all means, by any means. I personally, I don't really consider myself conservative. I have conservative values for sure. But I would say I'm more libertarian than either conservative or Democrat. But yeah, there's a lot of powerful people, and that story just went away, which makes sense because all the powerful people that were partaking in sex trafficking of children don't want to be known for sex trafficking children and profiting from it.
Evil.
Yeah. I think what has happened there with that story is that basically they all wanted to have dirt on each other so that none of them would come after each other for their illegal doings, and Epstein was kind of the guy that facilitated that process. So basically, to get dirt on someone that you might be doing a deal with, you might let them get to this island and maybe take some pictures or videos of them sleeping with children. And then that's your dirt on them so that you're all, initiated. It's like an initiation ritual, basically. Like, we are all, compromised in this way. So
if shit goes out, we all go down.
Exactly. But then, Epstein gets caught, and Ghislaine Maxwell along with him. Epstein suicide. And
maybe he freaked out. Maybe he's like, fuck this, dude. Fuck that. Like, I'm about to rat on everyone. Like, fuck, I can't do this.
Well, probably.
He's like, I can't do this anymore. And then because did you ever see the Netflix one about him?
Yeah, no, I watched that documentary like 2 or 3 times because I showed it to a couple of people.
What if they're lying about him? What if that's all made up?
The documentary?
The documentary. Because it could be.
I mean, it could be, but he also was arrested for I think it was conspiracy to commit child trafficking or something like that, back like 6 years before he actually got arrested this time around, like 2012.
Oh, I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe he did start doing all this stuff, and then eventually he's like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this.
I would hope that someone like that would have a turn of heart. I don't think that that's what happened, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. I would hope that someone that is committing such evils, destroying children, destroying families, destroying society, and there are ripple effects to all of that level of evil kind of thing. Like, if basically the people that are partaking in this are all compromised, spiritually and morally. If you're diddling children, you're compromised spiritually, morally, ethically, all of that. I can't trust. You're morally bankrupt, essentially. You have no moral ground to stand on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so none of your decisions can be trusted as far as their moral stance when you're that level of evil. You know what I mean? Your moral credit has run out. You're bankrupt morally.
Yeah. And
so I can't trust anyone who partakes in something like that willingly.
Trafficking.
Yeah.
Like children trafficking. That's wild.
You know what I mean? And that's
I don't know, that's kind of sad, honestly.
It's very sad.
When I was I always saw like sex trafficking, like, oh, it's crazy, like they got robbed, they're using for sex slaves. Not till you start really thinking about it, you're like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
And then, like, however old they are, they eventually grow up, right? And that becomes like,
that's all they know.
That's all they know, exactly.
They don't know a life outside of being used.
And it's sad.
And abused and tortured sometimes. It's just, it's really sad.
And we got people, never mind.
Yeah.
Tough topic to talk about.
It's a very tough topic to talk about. But it's stuff that's going on in our political system, in other countries too. It's not just Americans that are doing this. There are other
It's worse out there.
Oh yeah, it's worse than in America actually, because North Korea wouldn't exist if China didn't support them through things like sex trafficking of just human trafficking in general.
It's just
China gets a lot of North Koreans through like North Korean slaves, essentially like sex slaves or however you want to look at it. They get a lot of human trafficking from North Korea, and China kind of controls all of that. China's a big player in the game of doing really
shady
messed up shit. Yeah. Like, you think Americans have done some bad stuff. The Chinese Communist Party has done some terrible things at the expense of its own people, mostly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even currently right now,
And
the
yeah.
whole COVID thing, you think
Oh man, have you seen those videos of drones flying around
like shooting them down, or like, you know,
that are not shooting at people? I haven't seen that.
not
but
shooting, but like basically telling them like get back inside,
Yeah.
or else we're gonna call authority to come
Exactly.
put you inside.
Exactly. They have
But-
drones with speakers on them that are just making announcements saying stay indoors, don't come out past curfew or you will be arrested or shot, or can't remember exactly if it was how extreme it was, but it was pretty extreme. It was a very authoritarian state that was controlling its people on the basis of safety due to COVID or whatever fear that they planted in their people.
Yeah, it's
You
fucked
know?
up.
And so that's kind of the whole thing that we're trying to avoid here in the States, is like we see that kind of thing happening over there, and we see little manifestations of that with COVID policy that kept people indoors. And you know, I believe COVID was an actual disease. I got COVID. I never got a vaccine. I got COVID pretty early on in December of 2020. Right before Christmas, actually. It sucked. But I never got a vaccine because after I got COVID, I kicked it pretty like normally.
Yeah,
Had a fever for a little bit, and then it was gone. I never lost my taste or sense of smell or anything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I got it twice.
Really?
Yeah, the first time I got it was last year, 2021, around March.
Okay.
It was actually interesting because it made me start to think about things. Like, I lost my taste of
Your sense of taste?
my sense of taste. Sorry, yeah, but just in certain areas, like the tip of my tongue, and in the side of my tongues, but not middle. I did lose my sense of smell. But it was just lightly. Like I was still able to smell, but not as bad, like not as much.
Yeah.
But something that kind of how this, you know, COVID virus enlightened me was that I couldn't taste anything, right?
Yeah.
Almost anything. It got to the point where once I got my taste back and I finally was able to leave my quarantine and go out to eat, everything, like every restaurant, every place, salty, everything from the store I would eat would be salty as fuck.
Really?
I mean, salty as fuck. Like,
Interesting.
Like, I mean, I couldn't eat something completely because it was just way too salty. And I'm like, dude, nah. Like, I was thinking, like, at first I was like, man, this person ruined my first dinner here at this place. All right, the next day I went out, same thing. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And I'm just like, I started thinking, I was like, yo, what if this was like not just a virus against us, but also to tell us what they're doing to our food, what they're putting into our food.
Our food is
What's going on with our food. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that got me. I'm like, interesting. Like a lot of things we couldn't smell. Now I smell like super drastically. Like I can't even smell cologne now because when I smell cologne now, after getting COVID, I smell like some cologne and a strong sense of scent of jalapenos. It's weird.
Interesting.
Like hardcore jalapenos.
Wow.
It's so weird.
That is weird.
It's the weirdest thing. Is like, oh, cool. Like I wear my Versace cologne, and then like the after smell is
You
like
had to name drop Versace, didn't you?
I had to.
You had to. I can't blame you.
Yeah, it was a birthday gift.
For sure. For sure.
But anyways, yeah. So it was like jalapenos. I was like, what the hell? At first, that was the same thing. That was a cologne. It wasn't a cologne. I got another cologne for Christmas. Same thing. I was like, what the hell? That's so weird.
Do you still have these? Really?
Just when it's cologne or something like very strong sense of smell.
Wow.
That's chemically made.
Produced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's so weird.
I had no long-term side effects that I know of. Like I said, never lost my taste of sense of taste or smell. And yeah, overall, not all that bad. Didn't get sick again. But what I will say is, despite the disease being real and whether or not you think it came from a lab, I personally think it probably did, just given some of the, it's just been really shady. They suppressed a lot of information saying that maybe it came out of a lab, and then, Fauci lied multiple times about whether or not he was funding gain-of-function research, and he was like, no, I was funding a company in China, but that company also happens to do gain-of-function research. So, like, he was funding gain-of-function research, which, for those that don't know, gain-of-function just means, like, a disease, a virus, whatever, you give it something, you manipulate it to make it gain some new abilities to either transmit faster or kill faster. Like, you're basically creating bioweapons.
Oh, shit.
Like, you could potentially create bioweapons with gain-of-function research. Now, like, if you wanted to create bioweapons, that is what you would be doing, is gain-of-function. You would be trying to gain functions that are really bad. Now, understanding gain-of-function research, and there's an argument for why we could do it, but I just don't trust people morally with this kind of technology for the most part. Like, because it's just really dangerous. Because if it falls into the wrong hands, things can go bad really fast.
Absolutely. That's so crazy, though. I just find it so crazy how within, like, months, like, the whole world shut down. And, like, there was videos, too, like, when people, like, since there was no one outside, no one was driving, everyone was legit indoors, which I thought was really cool. I thought
it actually was, because there's this thing called the Cannonball Run, where people will get a car, they'll go to New York, and they're going to modify the crap out of this car with, like, extra gas tanks and stuff like that. And they will do the fastest run across the entire U.S. as fast as they can. And the Cannonball record was beaten like 3 or 4 times.
I heard about that.
I think they made it the fastest time. Let's see, actually. I think it was like 23 hours from New York to San Diego or something.
Is it the Cannonball or is it the Gumball?
No, Cannonball.
Is it Cannonball?
Yeah, it's called the Cannonball Run.
3,000, right, or something?
So the solo Cannonball Run record is held by Carl Yumi Dietz. I think it's Dietz. Carl Dietz. With a time of 27 hours and 54 minutes. It was set in a 2016 Cadillac ATS on April 4th through 5th of 2020.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now he's just trying to be cute. Sorry, but look at him. That's crazy, dude. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, because there's no one outside. And I thought
no. Now Wikipedia is actually telling me. So I guess
Wikipedia is always wrong, though.
Is it?
Yeah, like people can edit shit on Wikipedia. In case you didn't know. Dude, I had some classmates who were like, dude, Wikipedia is like legit. And I was like,
yeah, no, Wikipedia can be wrong for sure.
Oh, yeah. Like people can go in there and like switch things around.
Okay, so that was the solo run. The fastest non-solo run, so 2 people in the car, I think, was, let's see, so it was from New York City's Red Bull Garage to Portofino Hotel in Redondo Beach. And so that was 2,906 miles. And it was October 2021. It was 25 hours, 39 minutes with an average speed of 110 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Average across 25 hours.
You think it was only 110 just so he wouldn't like blow the motor?
No, so the average just means basically he was probably going 150, 170 most of the time, aside from a few times where he might have had to slow down a lot for maybe it was a windy road or something like that, or a stoplight here or there. I don't know. But the average speed was 110. To make your average speed 110, you are hauling. You are hauling ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going below 110 every now and then, and who knows how far below those outliers still count,
Right.
you know, but you're also probably sitting at 150 for a long time sometimes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 150 just
Almost
chilling.
straightaways. It's like from I don't know if you ever driven down from like basically from Sacramento to Fresno, and you get those like just straightaway roads.
Yep.
Everyone's going 100 on those things.
Oh yeah,
Like dead ass. If you're not going 100, you're gonna get pulled over for not going to speed limit.
possibly. Yeah.
But most likely, like every time I'm driving, I forget I'm going at 100. I'm like, oh shit. And like it's like obviously the semi's on the right side and you're on the left side and you're just fucking zooming.
Yep.
There's always that one fucking minivan or one fucking car that's going like
Oh my gosh.
85. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
85 and that's slow. Like, dang.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude. Like I thought it was crazy when there was no one out and about during that
During COVID.
2 weeks when everyone, like the whole world was actually
Yeah.
indoors.
Yeah.
Like not even essential, like not like it was when the legit 2 weeks people were indoors. Like
Yeah.
fuck this essential worker bullshit. Like that was till like after those 2 weeks. But
Yeah.
like people that went outside, even though you could have gotten like a ticket or like thrown in jail for that shit. People went out there and then recorded, or they record from their balconies or something, and then basically for those 2 weeks the world was kind of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rivers got cleaned up a little bit, and like there's a big drastic change. So that tells me I'm like, if that's legit, like if those videos were legit, imagine if we would make that like an actual thing for this planet.
Make it a holiday.
Make
almost.
it not a holiday, because a holiday would be a day. But
Well, yeah.
what if we made it like
Well, I mean, Hanukkah's a holiday, but it goes over a week.
well,
You know?
but yeah, okay, so yeah, something like that, like a week long thing, or like again another 2 week long thing where like the whole world just takes a fucking break, like take a fucking chill pill, dude. Like a 2 week,
Wouldn't be the worst thing.
like a 2 week break, everything stops. Like okay, it's Sunday night. All right, Monday's is the beginning of this thing. Everything's gonna go on pause. Nothing's gonna move. Nothing's gonna change. Everyone's gonna stay inside. Everyone's gonna like chill for 2 fucking weeks. You can do two fucking weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Don't give me this like they can't take my rights, my freedom. Like shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
I mean, if that wouldn't be the worst thing ever.
You could survive for 2
sure.
weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. That would
Like-
be a good thing. I
And
think.
I'm just not saying like inside your house, but if you have if you have like backyard and shit, pool, whatever, yeah, go to your fucking backyard pool, like whatever, you know. But like, just stay in your house for 2 weeks, and let the whole world like at least kind of regenerate itself for at least 2 weeks, bro. Like, come on, you can give the world a chance. I feel like that would be awesome, and for everyone too. I feel like everyone works so hard sometimes. They work so many days. They like kill themselves to work every day and so many hours.
And it'd be like separate from your 2 weeks paid vacation kind of thing,
Yeah,
too.
it would be. It wouldn't even be paid. It wouldn't even be like none of that shit. It would just be a self. What would it be that? What would it called? Like self. Fuck. What is that called? I see all the time on my watch. It tells me take a couple minutes to self blah blah blah.
Self-reflect.
Not self-reflect. It was more like take time for yourself to like basically take a break, do something around your house, sleep, catch up on sleep, catch up on a book you want to do, watch a movie, like relax a little bit for 2 weeks that no one's going to bother you. No one's going to charge you. No one's going to like penalize you for not showing up to work.
Yeah.
I think that would be great for everyone. And yes, it does not include your vacation. So, like, if you want to take another 2 week vacation after those 2 weeks, that it's like a standard law, I think that'd be great. I think some people need it. Some people want it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
I mean, think about it. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then, you give the opportunity to the world to, like, fix itself,
Absolutely. I think it would definitely make people more mindful of just taking care of themselves, for one, and taking time for themselves, mostly.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. But besides all of that, I think in addition to, all of the money, wealth transferring that's been going on as a result of COVID, like we've had most of the big companies, they never ended up closing whatsoever, like Walmart, Target,
Oh yeah.
Like Amazon made like tripled their net worth.
Yeah, motherfucker
So
became a trillionaire, bro.
yeah, a lot of different companies that were already extremely wealthy just got way more wealthy, and a lot of small companies, small businesses had to shut down. Terrible. So besides the wealth transfer kind of thing that's been going on, where all of the wealth is now even more in the hands of the rich, something that I think might have been happening was an experiment to see just how obedient people were in our society. You know what I mean? Like, just hand everything to Big Daddy government, and we'll take care of everything from here on out. Just don't you worry. The only thing is, you got to give up some freedom for us to take care of you, kind of thing.
See. So
You know,
they were trying to see. Let's see if communism works.
basically, they were just testing the waters to see, all right, how many of the people are obedient, how many of the people are disobedient, who is who, and, you know, starting a basis for how to set up kind of a social credit system.
I never seen it that way.
You didn't? Yeah, no, it's definitely a part of it, because the middle class got smaller, the lower class got larger, and the rich gathered more and more money for themselves.
Oh, I believe it. Damn,
And-
that's so crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
And it seems like a lot of the money transfer and the wealth transfer ever since like 2008, it's like the Titanic is sinking and all the rich people are grabbing the silver.
you mean the little lifeboats while the middle class is falling.
Yep.
Fuck, dude. Sometimes I feel like I'm like, maybe I'm middle class. Do you ever feel that way?
We're about middle class.
I feel so. Like maybe at the lower end, but
Lower, yeah, we're lower middle class, but we're definitely not impoverished.
no. Nah, honestly, sometimes I'm like, I think I have a little too more than what I think I can have. Sometimes.
I think I know what you mean. Like, you have more than you need.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all have more than we need here in America. Like, there are fat homeless people.
Oh, dude.
I'm not saying that, like, if you're homeless and fat, then you shouldn't be complaining, because you should, you know, maybe do something to improve your situation. But the only person that can do that is you. Granted, why am I talking to a homeless person that probably doesn't listen to our podcast? But anyways, if you're homeless out there and you're listening to our podcast, the only one that can fix your situation is you. And you have to believe in yourself and believe that you can do that. And that goes for people that aren't homeless.
It's true, though. No, for
Yeah.
real, it's true. I actually, funny that you say that. There is actually, you know, shout out to him. I'm not going to mention any names or anything or say anything, but he kind of opened up and kind of like talked about himself a little bit. There's this student that's actually a paramedic. And then I would actually, now that I got to know him, I would have loved to have him on this set so he can talk about his life-changing experience, which I thought was, like, honestly, it gave me, like, a little bit more motivation to really try a little bit more and actually study a little harder when it comes to doing my homework or doing studying or anything for, like, the exams or whatever, or learning a subject. Because he's like, you know, I was homeless, you know, I had the whole beard growing and like ripped clothes, lived out in the streets in the cold, like for a long time, he said. And then I was like, no fucking way, dude. You look
solid.
You look solid. You
yeah.
look like this the type of person. You know, like in my head, all right? I didn't tell him that. And I was just like surprised. I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, dude. Like I was, you know, I was doing, he didn't go too deep. He's just like, you know, I did the whole going into jail, came out of jail, life turnaround type of thing. And then and he's like, if someone would have told me that I would have been standing right here as a paramedic, I don't know what the fuck I would have done in life. Like that would have been crazy. And I was just like, wow. Like the fact that this guy went from broke home, and he's only like 34. So he was living out in the streets at a young age. Like, who knows what his situation was? Who knows what he did, whatever. But it's like the fact that someone can have a change. See, a lot of people judge people that are now successful, but in the past they were kind of like either a dick, they were a druggie, they were a drunk, they were who knows the type of like fucking asshole or whatever. But I feel like it takes more inside of a person to see that person and saw that he changed and became something better for himself, for his family, for whoever, than to keep judging him. It's like, oh, but he used to be this. Oh, he used to do that. Oh, he used to be a player. He used to be a whore. He used to be a drunk. But the fact that he changed his life to become a better person, but you're still fucking over here saying, oh, but he used to be this. That just says the type of person you are.
Yeah.
This person just had no guidance until he found or he reflected and he changed his whole life around.
Yeah.
And like just like this guy, like he changed his whole life around. And like I'm like, dude, props to you. I respect that 100%. I respect that more than someone that lives their life acting like they've been a good person their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm a good person, but in reality, they're assholes. But since they play the good person, no one sees it, you know. But the person that really crawled through the fucking mud piles and was able to be like, enough is enough, and switch their whole life, those are the people I respect, because they hit rock bottom, and even when they hit rock bottom, they hit another rock bottom, and they were still able to come out. That's fucking crazy. Respect to that guy. Respect
Absolutely.
to anyone that's
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, there's a reason we all love like underdog stories, you know, like people that come from nothing or maybe come from just poor decisions and all of a sudden turn their lives around. Like everybody, not everybody, obviously, because you were just saying there's tons of haters out there, but like
Absolutely.
if that's your situation where you're down in the dumps or you feel like you should be more successful than you are, or you know you're making stupid decisions and it's hard to keep yourself from making stupid decisions sometimes. The only person that can get you out of that is you. Like there's no one's going to be able to do anything of real significance for you. It's very rare that can happen, at least. It's extremely rare. So hoping on that or expecting that is self-defeating. It's a losing game. Because first off, you get into the Bible a little bit. Matthew 5:29, I believe. No, it's not 5:29, but it is in Matthew where I think it was Jesus or God said that to those who have much, everything will be given, but from those who have nothing, everything will be taken. Now, that's a very harsh statement for, I think it was Jesus, to make. Because it sounds like people that don't have anything are just going to have even less, and then people that already have a lot will be given a lot. But if you think about in terms of, you know, what everyone says, it takes money to make money, or like it's not what you know, it's who you know, which it means like if you have friends, they'll be able to give you more, and some people don't even have friends. So like having gets you more, but the way to get to have something is to build yourself up into the type of person that has something. You have to have something to offer.
Yeah.
That's really what it means, is you have to have something to offer to receive something for what you offer. But if you have nothing, you know, entropy itself, entropy being that things have a tendency to fall apart. Like, you know, if a car that sits is going to rust. You know what I mean? Like a car that does nothing is going to rust. If you sit on your ass all day and maybe you do computer work, but you sit on your ass all day and then you go home and just watch TV and go to bed and eat and, you know, repeat that same cycle, your body's going to deteriorate. You have nothing and more is taken away. And so the whole idea of that is to get more, you have to become more and have more to offer. And then you will receive more. But if you have nothing, you have to first understand that you have nothing and then go out and get something.
Makes sense.
If you want to get somewhere and get something, because you definitely can't get something for nothing.
Exactly. Cannot
get something for nothing. And so if you feel like, and that's kind of like the whole idea of like ultimate accountability, not supreme,
it's like a
radical accountability. I think Jocko Willink, he's a retired Navy SEAL. He's been on a bunch of different podcasts, has his own podcast. He's written a couple of books. Jocko Willink, he's been on Joe Rogan's podcast a few times. That's how I found him, actually.
Jocko Willink?
Jocko Willink, I think.
Okay.
I might be pronouncing his last name wrong, but if you type in Jocko, Jockow, and for the beginning of his last name, then it'll probably pop up. But he's got a book.
Oh, yeah, this guy's cool.
He's a serious guy. Yeah, retired Navy SEAL.
Fuck.
He's a business consultant now, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, Radical Accountability, I think, is one of his books. But it's a topic that he gets on where you just take accountability for everything that's wrong in your life. Even if it's you feel like your parents did that to you or it was the situation you found yourself in. And for a lot of situations, that might be true. You know, you can't choose what family you're born into. You can't choose, you know, what state you're born in or what country you're born in or anything like that. But aside from those things that obviously, or maybe even not so obviously, if you really, you know, think through the problem, that you aren't responsible for. Excusing those things that you are very certain that you are not responsible for in your own life. For example, who your parents are or what country you were born into. It is your responsibility to take responsibility and accountability for everything negative in your life and improve them. Because no one else can or will.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. Like, you know, take full responsibility about your actions. That's a saying too.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you got to know how to take an L.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not just a way, it's not just taking the L, but it's also how you respond to taking this L.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna cry and like just give up and that's it, throw in the towel? That was it for me. That's the end of my career.
Yeah.
Or are you gonna be like, all right, I got to learn from this loss. And it takes a lot. Trust me, it takes a lot to learn.
It really does.
From losses, to learn from when you get disciplined from people that are trying to teach you something. When you're trying to be an arrogant little asshole thinking that you might know more. It takes a lot. And then, you know, I always hear people like, oh, I don't like how this person talked to me. Like, fuck this guy. Like, you know, like when someone gets embarrassed, they start offending you. That's how you know they get embarrassed. Yeah. But it's the way you take it. You know, I've been watching a lot of like videos on how to respond to certain things like that. Like, are you gonna be like are you gonna respond in a way of just responding, or are you gonna respond in the way of understanding? You know, and if you and you know, the video said if you have neither or, just stay quiet till you come to understanding of what that person was trying to tell you or teach you. But if this guy was just being a fucking dick, then fuck that guy.
Yeah,
that's a different story.
That comes into the like that part. If they were just being a dick, that comes down to knowing what to give a fuck about.
Yeah, like you're just gonna ignore that.
Because there's another book. I think everyone should read this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's what it's called. It's on YouTube, actually. You can listen to the audiobook for free on YouTube. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's better.
Or I think you might be able to find it other places for free. Spotify actually has a decent selection of books for free.
They have a bunch.
You can listen to Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki for free on Spotify.
Okay.
It's pretty good. There's a few other books. Audible even has some books that are free, like American classics or just like classic books that everyone should read. Like, I think Crime and Punishment is free by Dostoevsky, which is like, that's something that I'm pretty sure in philosophy and law student classes, that's required reading in a lot of different classes. And that's a really good, really interesting book. It's about a guy who essentially, he commits a murder that he, you know, rationalizes is fully justified. And in a lot of ways it is, because he murders this woman that was basically taking advantage of people around her to get rich. His family members, her own family members, just like she was a loan or a debt collector or something like that. Basically, she loaned people money and collected debts and stuff like that, but was really shady and morally defunct. But so he rationalized the reason to kill her. He kills her, and then through the rest of the book, because that happens in the first few chapters, and through the rest of the book, he's just struggling with his own conscience about whether or not it was the right decision. And shoot, where was I going with this? Why did I? Oh, that was just, it's just a good book.
We're going to kill our debt collectors. That's what we're going to do.
No, we're not killing our debt collectors. The reason I brought that up is just because it's a good book. It's It's talked about in pretty much every philosophy and psychology class because the whole idea is that you can't really get away with anything. Even if you get away with committing a crime or something morally unjust, your own conscience will eat away at you. That's kind of the whole meaning behind the book. But it's a really good book, worth
absolutely.
reading. It's free, I'm pretty sure. But there's a bunch of books like that.
I just want to clarify: we're not going to be
not killing our debt collectors.
Yeah,
that was a joke. Anyways, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's why I brought all of that up.
Okay.
Was because that book is on Amazon. If someone's just, or not Amazon, yeah, Kindle, which is owned by Amazon. So yes, but if someone's being a dick, you just gotta like not give a fuck. You gotta be able to look at the situation and be like, is this a me problem or is this a them problem? Are they pissed because their life is trash?
Another way to, like, let's say you're barely starting to become that way. You're reading this book or something, or you're just trying to like not give a fuck. Act confused. Act confused when someone says
ask
something.
Questions.
Like,
what do you mean?
yeah, like just be like, what? Like,
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
And
Could
it's
you
gonna
explain
make him
that?
feel embarrassed, or he's gonna be like, oh, whatever, like whatever, and you'll be like, what the fuck? Okay, and like it's gonna make them look stupid.
Yeah,
I've done it so many times before, but I'm just like when they say something like passive aggressive. Or like they're throwing shade under under the bus type of shit, like
especially if it's someone you don't know. If it's your homies, you got to shoot shit with the homies.
Oh yeah, like that's normal. But I mean, like someone that you're like either like a coworker or just like some like random guy you just met or some shit, and he's like just being a dick for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
just because he thinks he's
like,
fucking alpha or something, day. or they think they're fucking the shit. And like they say something stupid towards you, you'd be like, what?
I just feel bad for those types of people.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what? And then like, act stupid, and then they'll be like, or just kind of like pretend you didn't hear them. You just be like, "What's up, bro?" and then they'll be like, "Oh, never mind." Like, or they repeat it again. You'll be like, "Oh, okay." It's kind of like, okay, like what the fuck?
Yeah, dealing with shitty people is it's not that hard, honestly. You just kind of gotta just shrug it off. You gotta live life unbothered.
I fucking hate it. I'm sorry, bro, but there's
I do. I hate it too. I think just there are too many stupid people in the world for sure.
There's some people I know that I can just so I don't know. It's a curse and a blessing, but I think it's thanks to my mom, honestly, because this is the way she raised me. She can read people really, really good.
Women are good at reading people. First off, they have way better intuition than men do for the most part.
For sure.
Yeah,
and like like this person that I know, I can tell how fake he is, bro. And it's like, bro, I know what type of person you are. You're only doing certain things and trying to like be the center of attention type of thing, or want to make yourself like super loud so you can be the winner, the glorified person, and you're trying to be like this nice person to your team, but in reality, you don't give a fuck about them type of person. Like I can always read those type of persons. I can read when someone's being fake. I can read when someone's genuine. I can read when someone's like, oh, this guy's a good person. Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy's like, this guy, I can't really trust him. Like, oh, this guy's a goofball. He's a good person. Like, he has good intentions, Or like a person that plays good intentions, but in deep down, they don't give a fuck. Like if there's someone, like there had to be a crowd for him to save someone type of person, like, but he won't do it. Like if this guy's like, he's like, oh, okay, fuck it, I guess I better call for help or something.
Yeah.
But there's a crowd cheering. You'll be like, oh, I fucking got it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Doing good deeds to be seen doing them.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Useless. I would almost prefer you don't do good deeds at all if that's going to be your motivation. That being said, doing good deeds is good, but at the same time, it's like you're just a shitty person.
Yeah.
And it's not going to last, like whatever glory you attain from doing that, someone's going to find you out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like,
you're going to get found out
fast
at some point.
And it's sad because some people, like the people that could read people, it's like, you can't get us, bro. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I've been there. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. I've been there. I've been that person where it's like, oh, fuck yeah, these people are going to fucking love me if I do this.
Yeah.
But, like getting older and understanding shit like that, it's like, man, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And you can't, that's fake as fuck. And I got a reality check actually once when that happened. Like, you know, someone actually confronted me and like said something like, you know, you can't be this fucking like glory finder type of person. Like, he just kind of fucking laid off on me. I'm like, fuck, you're right. And hey, I think this happened in a church or something, but and I was like, hey, bro.
It sounds like a church interaction.
The way I took it is that I felt like God was talking to me, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like God said, like you gotta stop being.
Probably
this, like,
was.
I'm not even kidding. Most likely it was. And I was like, I gotta stop being this type of person. Like, if someone needs help, I'm gonna help them because they need help. But you know, trust me, there's days when you like you see someone, and you're like, can't help you today, man.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. All I'm saying is that be a good person, not just to get round of applause and the pat on your back, but just because people need it. You know, take an extra time, take an extra minute to listen to someone that's complaining about something.
Absolutely.
If they start dragging it, then you know, okay, I get it. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry this happened to you. You know, and be honest. You know, a lot of people need honesty. I feel like a lot of people get, you know, they have those friends that are like, you know, it's like, oh, dude, this girl hurt my heart, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, you have those friends that are like, fuck that bitch, bro. Like, yeah, we can get some bitches, blah, 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 blah. Like, this is and that. And then you got the real friends that sit in the car at 2 a.m. with you because, you know, you can't sleep because you're fucking heartbroken. And then instead of being like, let's go get some girls, let's go drink, let's go. He's like, what did you do? How did you respond? What did you say?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing that made her feel this way?
Yeah.
You can't just one side everything. You know, obviously that's the friend you want to hear because you're heartbroken. You want to hear that type of shit. But
The hype man. You always want the hype man, but like the real friend is the one who's gonna be like trying to call you on your bullshit.
exactly.
Yeah.
The person that's going to really make you think and change the way you think and change the way you process things of what happened. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't just see it on one side. You got to see it on both sides because there's always three stories. There's always three. What is that? How is it say? There's always
two sides to every story.
Yeah, there's always three sides to every story.
What's the third side?
So it's your friend's side, the girl's side, and the actual true.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So there's, you know, a lot of people's like, there's always
what
two sides.
What actually happened? But what actually happened, you might as well not even count because only God knows what happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's always three.
That's true.
So no one, like, it's either like, it's, you know, you can help, you can try to fish around as much as you want, but you might never find the true truth.
Yeah.
But the truth is always out there.
That's why communication really is key because you can't really know. Like, so if someone does one thing, but their intention was this, and they thought that this, and this would happen because of their actions, but instead something different happens and it affects you. Like, I don't even know. Like, you want to say you want to surprise your girl, and you plan this whole like surprise thing, and because you're essentially lying for the surprise to your girl because like you might be like doing some stuff that you're not actually, like, you might tell her you're doing one thing and you're really doing something else, and she might start getting suspicious. This happens all the time where you like try and plan a surprise and she thinks you're acting sus, and so she goes and assumes this and that, and maybe it's because there's trust issues already in the relationship, and maybe those are her trust issues, or those might be trust issues that you brought about or whatnot, but you know, you got to communicate like what your intentions are and really talk things through instead of like just getting pissed off all the time too in relationships.
Oh yeah. I feel like that happens a lot. Like
people aren't patient with each other. That's a big thing.
That is
it's
a big
like
thing.
They're just not patient and like willing to, like you were saying earlier, is willing to listen and sit there and listen to understand instead of listening to talk to respond.
Yeah.
When people, oh my God, that bugs the I'm guilty of it every now and then too.
Same.
Not gonna lie, but I have been working very hard on it for a very long time also, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it nowadays, at least, where I listen to understand as much as possible. And when people don't return that favor, it's hard not to lose my patience and start listening to respond.
I'm a stubborn motherfucker, dude.
I am too.
I'm one stubborn motherfucker. You can tell me that's purple. I'm like, no, motherfucker, that's green.
But it's pink.
Yeah, when you see, no, it's green. No, but you know, same here. I'm starting to work on it a little bit more. Like, there's times where I catch myself, and there's other times where I don't catch myself. like recently, fuck, dude. Like I came home, my lady was sleeping. She was tired, obviously, from working a 12-hour shift. I gotta understand that not everyone is me, and that's the beauty of it. But not everyone is me, so not everyone can function after a 12-hour workday and not go to bed till like 12 and then work again at 7 p.m. Like I'm starting to think I'm a little bit insane in the membrane. Okay, like
That's okay.
like it is insane because
I mean, it's literally just the opposite of what most people do. Most people are sleeping through the night. You're sleeping through the day.
right.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that she works the same like amount of hours as I do, 12 hours, boom. But I get off work, I go to the gym, I come back, kind of clean up a little bit, and then like it's not like 12 or 1 and I'm going to bed or having issues going to bed because I'm just so active. And then I got to wake up again to go to work at 7, but I'm such in a shitty mood, or not shitty mood, but like groggy, and it takes me like an hour or two to actually start waking up again. And I don't get off till 7. Okay. So I've done that so many times where it's been normal for me. Like it doesn't even bother me anymore. But my lady, I feel so bad because she also works those 12 hours, but she's not me. Like she enjoys and loves her sleep. So she gets home, does what she needs to do, and within that hour, it's like she gets home like around 9:30, 10, gets to bed like as soon as she can because she's not trying to lose that sleep. So she doesn't wake up she doesn't go to bed till like 11 a.m. And I get home, and then there's like the dog, dog was taken outside and all that stuff, but obviously the dog is a puppy still and still like potty training. So the puppy's gonna pee on the pads or like not on the pads. And I got upset because I'm like, fuck, like, did you take him outside? Did you feed him? And this and that, like, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, I was being very passive aggressive. I wasn't saying anything like that, but, like, I was kind of saying it under my breath, and then also, like, kind of just being like, oh, my God, just complaining. And then I got to a point where I went to the bathroom, like, just to wash my face, teeth, and, like, go to the bathroom and everything. And I'm just like, such a dick. Like I gotta understand, I'm like, not everyone's like me, and I can't expect this person to do things that I want without, one, either communicating, or two, knowing that they don't think like me. They're their own separate person. They're tired. Yeah. They don't function like me. I'm just built different.
Built different, dog.
Just kidding. No, but yeah, like I felt bad, and then eventually I'm just like, I suck at apologizing too. I'm a stubborn guy, and then I just kind of like went over there and hugged her, and then she was pissed because of the way I was acting.
Hey, but you realized it before she even had to say anything.
Oh, she
and
said
that's
something.
better than. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, she said something.
Never mind.
She said something. I got in trouble that day, but that's okay. I deserved it. I'm trying. I'm saying this loud enough. We're all trying. I'm saying this loud enough so she can see I feel bad.
Hey, we're all trying. We're all trying to improve and get better and be better for ourselves, for our loved ones, and for everyone else afterwards.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. And you know what? Honestly, I think that's a good spot to leave off.
Yeah, we fucking put Arthur to bed.
We did.
Damn, is our fucking podcast
boring? That boring? No, I mean, he's a dog. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
We put Dylan to bed?
We did. We did put Dylan to bed.
Bro.
Schlumped.
No, but that couch, he's like, dude, that couch is like super comfortable.
It is a very comfortable couch.
So he got comfortable on that thing, and then like my dog, he fucking over here snoring like he pays bills.
Oh yeah, I hear him. Can't hear him on the mics.
He gets louder though.
These are actually pretty good. But
anyways, yeah, man, it's good to be back.
Good to be back.
I'm glad.
Holidays are coming up, so this weekend actually no, I could probably do Saturday or Sunday rather of next weekend.
I don't have school or work.
Okay, yeah. No, so we'll probably podcast this weekend.
We'll do a short one too. That way we can go back to our families. I don't know if your family's coming.
So no, I'm the car. I'm waiting on some extra paperwork that my roommate was supposed to get. So he imported it. He was supposed to get some paperwork that he never got. He only got some of the paperwork. Mm-hmm. Important paperwork. He got some of the most important paperwork. So, like, if something doesn't work out with this company, then I'll still probably be able to get it figured out. But basically, paperwork was lost in transit. He never got it. And so they're talking to their titling department to get the paperwork that I need to go and register it. To actually get a title, because it doesn't have a U.S. title.
Oh, that's right. It's a Japanese car, right?
Exactly. It's a Japanese import. So it doesn't have a U.S. title. And if I do the whole process myself, that means I need to go to Department of Homeland Security. They need to inspect the car and check it. No. Yeah, legit. They have to check to make sure it hasn't been stolen in the country of origin. Yeah.
Damn.
So there's a lot of extra steps before I can have it free and clear and legal in my name with a U.S. title. And then I already have insurance for it, though, too. So that's cool. But and then after I get the title, I can get it registered, and then we're good to go. And hopefully this import company can get me the paperwork this week so that after Thanksgiving, I can go to the DMV, get the title, get all of that situated, get it registered, and I'll be solid by Christmas.
Damn.
That would be ideal. Hopefully that's what happens. Not sure yet. Waiting on this import company.
Well, I hope you get it, dude.
I hope so too.
That's sounds like a lot
It's
of work.
frustrating.
I bet it is.
So I'm renting a car to drive down the hill this weekend.
I thought my class was frustrating, but this is worse.
Yeah. It's just frustrating being stuck.
I haven't learned anything.
It's frustrating being stuck here in Reno.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not stuck. I can drive down, but the one time I drove into California was for a car meet. It was for Lake 2O. And I got pulled over because I had no plates, which is reasonable. I had no plates. Of course, I'm going to get pulled over. But also, this cop didn't understand that this is one of the biggest car meets for JDM cars. I'm driving an import. Chances are, any other situation I got pulled over like that, probably would have gotten impounded.
Ouch.
That would have sucked because there is no, like, other than my import certificate, there is no documentation on the books saying that this car is legally allowed to be in the States.
Damn, so what would happen? They would have
probably just impound it. Like, just take the car.
Till you got your shit fixed?
Or I don't get it fixed and they just fucking crush it or something. Yeah. No, that's how it works. Impounds are ruthless.
That's fucked up.
Or it gets auctioned off. They take it and auction it off.
Oh, assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The government's fucked up.
Yeah, government is fucked up. But we'll save more how fucked up our government is topics for next time. And we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
After Thanksgiving, actually. So you guys have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Eat some delicious turkey with your families or ham.
I fucking love ham.
Ham is also delicious.
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, man. Sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top. I'm actually allergic to walnuts, pecans, and macadamia nuts, so I can't have it with walnuts. But the sweet potatoes, the candied yams, candied yams are my favorite.
Dude, the potatoes?
The orange sweet potatoes.
Dude,
marshmallows on top.
I used to hate sweet potatoes.
Really?
And, yep. Hated them. Now I love them.
Yeah.
And now it's like... oh, God, I got to play this before we finish, bro. I'm sorry.
Candied yams are the best. You just can't put walnuts on them.
Why not? You're allergic?
I'm allergic, yeah.
What?
I just said that.
Oh, sorry. I was
walnuts, pecans, and mac. I know you weren't paying it. You weren't listening, Carlos. You weren't listening to me.
It's like here's a big old spoonful of fucking... God.
I'm not going to, like, die allergic, but my throat gets itchy, and it's really,
okay.
Really
I'm a certified
annoying.
EMT. I got you.
Well, I'm not going to die, so it's okay.
Wait, why isn't this... Oh, is this...
That's the... You want to turn...
Oh, hold on. It's
Oh. Oh, you're not Bluetooth.
Oh, what?
Are you? You are Bluetoothed in. Oh, okay. Unpaired? No, it should be paired. So he's figured out some cool way to Bluetooth the sound into the podcast from his phone, I think.
It should be connected.
Maybe it's this one. Nope.
Oh, it is a phone one. No?
Nope.
Damn. That's so annoying. That's so lame. Like, I swear it's connected. Oh, wait, no, is it? No, it's not.
Sorry. We'll have this figured out in 5, 4, 3.
There you go.
thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
What the hell is that from?
You never seen that?
What is that from?
You never seen that?
What is it?
It's like this fucking guy that interviews like wrote what is it called, Staten Island, and it's like a bunch of fucking like homeless people.
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Byron.
Who?
Byron.
It's a hard hat holidays.
Hard hat holiday.
I can't believe you've never seen that.
No,
bro.
I have not seen that.
Oh my god, it's like a whole thing.
Huh?
Like I think this guy even got famous.
Is he interviewing New Yorkers?
Yeah, like New Yorkers, and then like there's like a TikTok.
Hey, yo, happy Thanksgiving, dickheads. We live back in Coney Island, yo. What are you
He sounds
thankful for this
familiar.
Thanksgiving?
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Who?
Byron.
Who?
Byron.
It's a hard hat holidays. Respectfully. What you gotta tell Joe Biden right now?
Bring me to the White House, baby.
Hey, yo, he's kissing the cop car.
Hey, Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If I bring a turkey to dinner, just know that I'm in it.
Hey, yo, this is Thanksgiving. Hey, yo.
Hey yo, I want to use that.
I can't believe you
I
never.
want. So I actually have seen that.
Okay,
I have. Well, I've heard the fucking sound bit. I haven't actually seen the original video though. Yeah. The more you played it, the more it got familiar. But that's freaking hilarious. If I bring a turkey to dinner, best know that I'm in a.
Facts, bro. That's facts.
That's so good.
All right,
That's
but,
so good. All right,
heading
guys.
on that note,
Ending on that note.
thanks for joining
Thankful
us.
for Byron.
Yeah,
Thank you, Byron.
thank you, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go.
Let's
All
go.
right, guys. Catch you guys in the next episode.
Deuces.